Before countries, before kings, before even history itself, there was a single perfect language. A language older than man. Some say this was the language of Eden, the words Adam used to speak to God himself. God taught Adam this language himself. What if this language didn't just describe the world, but actually shaped it? Words with power, words that could bend reality. A tongue so pure, so precise, it allowed man to name animals, talk to angels, and maybe do much more. Was it Hebrew? Some scholars think so. Was it Aramaic? Possible. Or was it something even older, something completely lost in time? The Bible drops a hint. In Genesis 11 verse 1, it says, "Now the whole world had one language and a common speech." This was before the infamous Tower of Babel, where humanity dared to build a tower to the heavens. Too much ambition, too much power, so God scattered the people and confused their tongues. And the original language vanished. Could clues still be hiding in sacred texts, ancient rituals, or symbols we see every day? For centuries, kings, mystics, and scholars have chased this forgotten tongue, believing that if they could find it, they might unlock divine secrets, or even reshape reality itself. And so, the quest began, a quest that led to some of the strangest experiments in history. Starting from ancient Egypt, Pharaoh Psamtik I ruled, and he wanted answers to this question. He thought, what if babies, raised without hearing any language, naturally spoke the original tongue of mankind? Pharaoh had an idea, both brilliant and a little mad. He ordered 2 newborn infants to be raised in total silence. No talking, no songs, no bedtime stories. Only a mute shepherd to feed and care for them. 4 years, these poor babies grew up in eerie quiet, surrounded by nothing but their own thoughts. Then, one day they spoke. Their first word, Bekos. The scholars scratched their heads. Turns out, in Phrygian, an ancient language from Anatolia, Bekos meant bread. The pharaoh was stunned. Could Phrygian be the world's first language? Was this the key to Eden? But maybe not. Modern experts think maybe the babies were just babbling, making random sounds. Maybe Bekos wasn't divine at all, just baby talk mistaken for meaning. Still, the story caught fire. Kings and thinkers couldn't resist. What if they could repeat the experiment? What if they could uncover that lost language? It seemed simple. Isolate people, remove outside influence, and wait. But as history shows, the results were never that straightforward. In fact, the next ruler to try this would take the experiment to a whole new level of strange. Fast forward 2,000 years during the reign of King James IV of Scotland. James wasn't your typical ruler. He loved science, philosophy, and strange experiments. Like the pharaoh before him, James believed that if people grew up without hearing words, they'd speak the original, natural language. So, what did he do? He sent 2 newborn babies to a remote island, raised by a mute caretaker. No human voices. No sounds of civilization. Just silence. Years passed. And then, the moment of truth. The story goes that the children started speaking, and get this, they supposedly spoke Hebrew. Yes, Hebrew. According to chroniclers, James took this as proof that Hebrew was the original tongue of Adam, straight from Eden itself. But wait, was this fact or just a legend crafted to fit religious beliefs? Skeptics today doubt the whole thing. No real records exist. No one knows exactly what the children said. Maybe it was wishful thinking, or maybe the tale was stretched over time. But one thing's clear, humanity couldn't stop chasing this mystery. Every king, every scholar, every mystic wanted the same thing, to rediscover the language that connected humans directly to the divine. And one man took it even further, into the world of angels and forbidden knowledge. Dr. John Dee was a 16th-century scientist, mathematician, and full-time mystic. Dee wasn't content with books or experiments. He wanted to talk to angels and learn the language they spoke before the fall of man. Alongside his associate Edward Kelly, Dee used crystal balls, rituals, and seances to contact supernatural beings. What did the angels reveal? A strange, complex language called Enochian, named after the biblical figure Enoch, who walked with God. Dee recorded entire conversations in this mysterious script. He believed Enochian wasn't just a language. It was the original tongue of Adam, the very language used to shape reality itself. But was it real? Critics point out that Enochian grammar was inconsistent, and much of it resembled Hebrew and Latin. Maybe Dee and Kelly invented it. Maybe it was all a brilliant, dangerous fantasy. But even today, modern occultists study Enochian, believing it hides untapped powers, cosmic secrets, maybe even a key to the divine. What if they're right? What if the original language of Adam, the perfect, powerful tongue of Eden, still echoes in hidden symbols, forgotten texts, and ancient rituals? Maybe, just maybe, someone out there is one step away from speaking it again. Tell us what you think in the comments section. Like and subscribe.